Good morning, good morning. Today's activity is getting this installed in there. So, great Sunday morning. And I got my tarp under there because, as you remember, I put PB blaster on the boats, even though it better not be rusty yet. So, gotta pick up some tools. So, I took care of my journey to the store. Gotta go, I'm probably gonna go to Harbor Freight and AutoZone. So, let's ride. And if this isn't the best place to get some of those do-it-yourself projects, I don't know what is. A few things to grab out of here, and we're out. So, probably gonna go with this gear oil and fluid pump. And also, always check for these. Something in here has to be free. So, let's grab a few more items. So, that is free. $9, $7, 20% off coupon. So, let's go. Alright, we're at the next store for the next pickup. I think I got a $20 credit also, so we'll use that for this trip. Let me go grab my parts. So, I think I'm gonna go with some 7590. I can get that. Or this is a double. Guess I'm just gonna go with this. It says limited slip. 75W90 is what's recommended. So, extreme high and low temperature protection. It's probably gonna be a lot of high temp action going on. Look at this. I think this is what I need for the drop shaft boats. T60. Supposedly I heard we need a T50 for the fill up. Alright, so that store haul yielded me with some full synthetic 75W90 limited slip gear oil. I think I said 7590 was recommended. Seen a couple of the Hellcat people using it, so it should be on just a little that I have to add, and it already has the additive, so we'll make sure the rear end is good and quiet. From Harbor Freight, magnetic holder because it was free with the coupon. I seen people use these pliers to hopefully get the exhaust hangers out. This T60 star bit should be the size of the drive shaft bolts, and a gear oil pump to put the gear oil in. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started. I'm gonna grab the camera mount out of the car, and I should be able to spend about 2 hours on it right now. I plan to catch the Cavaliers game today at 3:30, so I'm gonna see what the new team is looking like. So we'll do this for 2 hours, and I get to a stopping point, and then I come back after the game, and hopefully I can finish up. So, all right, let me grab this camera mount and get started. And I'm recording. All right, so now the exhaust hangers. Next is the rear. I'm going to get my toolbox. because these I have aftermarket. Well, I have a resonator delete, and those are held on my boats. So just gonna unscrew those, and that should be it. So got up under the car and realized that it's not a T60, and I hate working on stuff and leaving, going to get other tools. So I'll just get a 4-pack. It's probably a T50 for the drive shaft, but I got this 4-pack, so we'll see. But then I'm just raising bigger concerns now because I've seen this for the Chargers listed with a 220 millimeter axle. This is supposed to be a direct swap for. I've seen it now for supposedly a 15, a 16, and a 17. So now it's raising some concerns that since that didn't fit the size that I thought it was, which was a T60, maybe I might have to get a drive shaft and larger axles. So I hope not, but at this point we're already all in, so we'll see. Alright, let's see which one of these it is. Yep, it's a T50. So alright, there we go. So all 8 bolts are out. Let's see if this thing can slide out now. Yep. So you can see, just back it up where you can see the tire. When I turn this, only one tire is moving. So non-limited slip. So here we go with the big question. Does this drive shaft bolt to the new we're in? I'm sure it's coming up on 330, which is my stopping point to catch the game. But I'm in a pretty good spot. Only thing I left have to do is put the jack here. I'll probably go ahead and lower these bolts. And then the rear bolts are right in there. So those 2 bolts out, those 2 bolts out, this whole thing should fall down. So, alright, I'll check in with you later. I'm just gonna put the jack here. Actually, I can do that now. What time is it?
What time is it? 3:34.
3:34, the game is about to start. So I'm gonna go ahead and end it right here for now. Alright, so I'm back. So watch Cleveland spank up on Boston. I'm liking the new moves. Oh, look at all this rub up under here. Not rub up under the car. Alright, so anyway, so next, it's really about time to start dropping the differential. But if you remember my jack, and I can show you. So my jack is just it is just a tiny bit too short. So remedy that by using a block of wood. So should be able to touch it now. I just want to be able to touch it and support it. So, and I want it dead center. Yeah, so it touches it. But it has some funny bosses. It's not exactly a flat piece. So I might be able to support the whole thing. Yeah, so that should be good. And that should give me room to reach those 2 bolts. So one there, one on the opposite side. And then this bolt right here and this bolt. I think those are 22 millimeters. I may not have a regular wrench to fit, but we'll see. But what happens is once I release these bolts, it kind of want to drop down forward. And then these bolts, I think you about 3 turns at a time. Just make sure you see what I'm saying. Yeah, so about 3 turns at a time back here for each one, and it walks the differential forward and off of those bolts. and at which point you then just let it down. But let me see, I want to bring my block of wood back, because when I let it down I have to be careful, because I didn't pull my drive shaft all the way out. So I don't know if I have to. Maybe I can just move it. Yeah, I can swing it around out the way. So, alright, and then it's just hanging. I don't know if that's a proper procedure or not, but it's just hanging for now. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and start getting these bolts out. Not really sure what size, but anyway, let's go ahead and get to it. Alright, so I'm back with yet another part store run. You probably can't see this, but need a 21mm socket. And guess who doesn't have a 21? I have 20s, 22s, but no 21s. So I got, hopefully this socket would fit. If not, I also got a wrench. Turn it right here. Alright, she's up. Alright, now, see if I can hold this thing. Drive shaft out the way. Yeah.
They said if y'all want the police in your phone, come to Andrew.
Why?
Now,
Oh.
how big is a rig? Is that round such apart?
Yeah. You on camera? Huh?
Okay, yeah. That's what I thought. That part right there.
Yeah, it's in the box.
Where the gears fit.
Yes. Say you're on camera.
Oh.
Alright. So now. taller in this one. So I'm just gonna swap this tube. Or I can just pull it off. Yep. Put it on right there. And now, after fighting with those axles, this one is ready to go in now. I'm just gonna make sure the axles is good and clean. Pop the passenger side in first. So pop this side in first. Pop the other side. Let it up. Start with these two bolts. Get those in. Got to put the mounting pad back on the top of this. And yeah, that should be it. So anyway, let me go ahead and get this thing set up, and then I'll bring you guys along for the ride. Alright, I guess I'll let y'all watch me struggle to get this thing in. Mounting pads are on top. Wait. It just sits up there. So, here's the big test. There's the 220mm axles slide into this housing. And my telephone is ringing, but I'm not answering that. I'm working, people. Oh. I don't know what to do. So I'm gonna let y'all check back in later, cause I'm just gonna be fast forwarding through these videos. So I'm just gonna pause right here, and I will let you guys know when I have these two bolts tight. All right, so she's all done. Tighten up the exhaust clamps. Got both of the brackets on. Everything is in the exhaust hangers. So what I'm about to do next is lower the car. Check the fluid, make sure I'm full, and then reset the TCM, and then it's test drive time. So let me go ahead and get started. I'll let this car down, and then I will film checking the rear end fluid.